I think a lot as people, we are told to keep our feelings to ourselves, to not let them reach a certain threshold in the vicinity of other people. And I've never really understood that. I've never understood why we should keep the ways that we feel to like a very low level. I don't understand that. If you're with me, you don't even have to be my friend. Let it all hang out. I don't give a shit. Be as angry as you want. Be as sad as you want. Doesn't affect me. They're your feelings. And like, I don't know. I just think we live in such a weird society where we're told that it's normal to have big emotions, that it's normal to experience anger, to experience jealousy, to experience this full range of human emotion. But then there's only specific times that we're allowed to exhibit them. There's and we're only allowed to exhibit them to a certain degree. If we want to be sad, then the way to be sad is, yeah, I'm feeling kind of sad right now. And it's like, what? Why do you have to water it down? If you're sad, be fucking sad. I'm miserable. I cry myself to sleep every night. Blah, blah, blah. Just let it fall out. And I think that it can be so hard, one, to be this way because you get shut down all of the time. And that's fair. I mean, if someone doesn't want to be in the vicinity of someone who is emotionally raw and honest, that is their pierogi. Go ahead, be yourself. But I'm hoping to find other people who are able to hold space for their own emotions, because if I find that someone is able to hold space for their own emotions, then I know that they're going to be able to do that for me. I know that I'm going to be emotionally safe with them. And that's very important to me. And what's interesting about it is that part of the reason that people shy away from engaging with others who experience very heightened and like unwatered down emotions is it makes them feel emotionally unsafe. And I wonder if part of it is just because we live in this society where you're ostracized or you're seen as disruptive or a troublemaker or dramatic if you do experience humanity in its rawest, realest form. And I don't know, I really hope that we can get to a place as people where we don't have to hide so much, where we don't have to hide behind pleasantries and niceties, where we can just be. And I know that as a society that isn't going to happen, but I think it's possible that I could find that within a specific friend group. And not that I've found that yet, but I am moving soon, so it's possible that I can find like-minded people. I don't want to be around people who feel uncomfortable with my displays of emotion. I need people around me who recognize that I can be angry, I can pound the bed, I can like this. That doesn't mean I'm going to hurt them. It doesn't mean that I'm going to hurt anyone. There's energy in my body. I'm pissed. I want to get it out. And yeah, I'm gonna need to find some people who are not uncomfortable with a lot of crying, because I do a lot of crying. And I think part of why I let it all hang out, I mean, that's just naturally how I am, but I think I became even more that way after a relationship that I went through that was pretty toxic. And my ex was very controlling and also very dismissive of my emotions. So anytime that I would cry, he would tell me that it made him very uncomfortable. Oh, I don't like when you cry. It makes me uncomfortable. And then he would try to physically get away from me, either by leaving the room Or if we were not in a room, just walking away from me, we were hiking on a trail once and I started crying and he just like went very far ahead of me. And I mean, that says more about him and his ability to provide emotional safety for friends and potential partners. It says more about his emotional maturity and his ability to connect in that way with others than it does about me. But he did tell me, you're too emotional, you're too sensitive, you're too much. And to that I say, you're too much of a dick, Dave. You're too mean and too rude. And he also would like call me weird like all the time. But this is the man who would sunbathe naked with his cat. And I'm weird? I'm weird. And you sunbathe naked with your cat? I'm weird. Okay. All right. I don't know. But yeah, if you're somebody who like feels deeply, who cries a lot, who experiences a lot of anger, who feels very jealous, who feels envious, you're not alone. And those are normal things to experience. And I know that it can feel so painful and like you're drowning in it. But I want to believe that there's other people like us out there, that there are people who will understand that we're not just making a fuss, that we're like this for a reason. And just believe in yourself and believe in the fact that your emotions are not wrong and they serve a purpose. Every emotion serves a purpose. And just because there are people in your life who have hang-ups about certain emotions, I know a lot of people have a lot of hang-ups surrounding anger. They think that anger is inherently bad, it's inherently destructive. And I'm sure people have all different opinions about each individual emotion, but just because there are people who demonize certain feelings doesn't mean that those feelings are necessarily bad. It just means that they have some things to work on. So be kind and be you.